By the way, I just find it so interesting. You do know the fact he beat his wife, right?
Okay, you do know the fact that Donald Trump has raped multiple women and his wife. Okay, yeah. He's a rapist. He raped his wife and multiple women.
Oh, he raped his wife, really?
And he's on record.
Which wife did he rape exactly?
Ivana.
Oh, he raped Ivana.
I do believe so, yes.
Oh, and what's your evidence for such a claim? Because I have evidence of court documents that Kilmar Garcia beat his wife. Want me to read it? In 2021, Abrego Garcia's wife, Jennifer Vasquez Tura, filed a protective order against him, alleging instances of physical abuse, including being punched repeatedly and scratched. She then filed a second order trying to protect the children from him abusing them on a nearly weekly basis. In 2019, Abrego Garcia was arrested in Maryland alongside other individuals. Authorities claimed repeatedly that were experts saying that the traits of his behavior, his iconography, and his tattoos were MS13, such as specific clothing and tattoos, citing information from a confidential informant alleging from his gang membership. The judge agreed and signed his deportation order. What is the issue here exactly?
Has he specifically stated that his tattoos were... That's ironic when... Okay. Has he specifically stated that his tattoos were an affiliation of MS13, or is that being a narrative being controlled by the Trump administration? Because Trump, let me bring this up. Trump did believe that he physically had MS13 in the interview that literally just aired a few days ago, where he said that he didn't believe that it was photoshopped MS13 because weed, smiley face, and skull. How are the skull and crossbones and the cross going to be thought of as 1-3?
Well, that's an interesting question. If it wasn't
stay
MS13,
stay high, smile till I die. Stay high, smile till I die.
If it wasn't MS13, why did his girlfriend blur out the tattoos on his hand in the recent images they posted together? If there's nothing to hide, why wouldn't she show it for the world?
I mean, yeah, you're actually, that was a good point.
Thank you.
Now, let me just bring that up into I want to.
There's nothing to hide. She'd say, hey, here's the tattoos. Said she's blurring them out in all the images. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Nothing to hide. Let it ride.
Yeah. Now, I kind of want to just transition that into the entirety of immigration.
Last point, then we got to get to more work.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously, Trump has floated around the idea of quote unquote deporting homegrowns for the quote most horrible and violent offenders or whatever. So how can we as Americans stop Americans from being persecuted by those, especially ones that aren't of white color? Especially ones that are not of white color, because ICE has repeatedly been on ICE has repeatedly persecuted Mexican Americans and or just Latino Americans for having tattoos and dark skin.